welcome to Perfect Movie 3. That's not really what it's called Perfect Movie, but the April one. It is the third one. Obviously, the third one's quite important because everyone knows that the third one is often disappointing after the first two being really good. It's awkward. I hope that's not going to be the case. I'm thinking to myself, this is like a third one. What third one is this going to be? Is it going to be like, you know, is it going to be like the Bourne Ultimatum? You know, and it's like just gradually just going to keep going and going and going. We're not going to sure how good it's going to get to just goes into the stratosphere. Or is it going to be like Scream 3? or Pirates of the Caribbean? Where you're just really, really angry. You've been fobbed off with this.
I'm going to be controversial here and say that I like running zombies, right? Yeah, exactly. That could split a room like at a comedy store. Like, I'll be honest, I'm out of my depth. Because, like, I'd say just before Christmas, I got a message from Rich saying, come and do my night about films. You can do your normal set, doesn't matter, right? Then he puts a video on the internet of all these really great comedians doing really, really fantastic routines about films, and I literally shit my pants. I haven't even seen all the Terminators. The third one is dreadful. That's the thing, I've seen the third one, but...
I don't know if you've ever read Day of the Triffids, but it starts off with a bloke in hospital, you know, unlike 28 Days Later, who's like been unconscious and has got like bandages on, and he wakes up and the whole hospital's deserted. He doesn't know why the hospital's deserted, unlike 28 Days Later. And he wakes up and suddenly like London's deserted. He doesn't know why London's deserted because he's been in hospital, unlike 28 Days Later. And then he wanders around, there's all this, it all goes weird. Then he meets up with these like few stragglers, unlike 28 Days Later. And they take him to this sort of like base where all the people have banded together, unlike 28 Days Later. And they realise that they can go somewhere and get safe. You know, there's him and the sort of the kids and the family, unlike 28 Days Later. And then they go away, they get this safe haven, and it's all looking fine. Then the army turn up and fuck everything up for them because they want to take over, unlike 28 Days Later. It's just Day of the Dead Triffids. It's just rubbish. 28 Days Later is an awful film. Danny Boyle should be ashamed of himself. Just how I feel. It's not really a joke, I'm just angry, and I'm going to insist this gets put on YouTube because that's fucking terrible. 28 Days Later is an awful, awful film. And even by the DVD with a separate ending, it's still shit. Well, however you end it, it's still rubbish. Written by the bloke who wrote The Beach. Obviously, it's going to be great.
Horror films are a lot of fun, right? They're a lot like comedy, a lot like telling jokes, right? Because with a joke, you know, you kind of have a setup, you set it up, don't you? You get people thinking one way, and then you snap them the other way, right? And then they laugh, right? Whereas in a horror film, you know, you go one way and you build up the tension, you build up the tension, build up the tension, and suddenly someone jumps out and stabs them. I get it too confused a lot. Try to be a bit more specific about your grievance. I know what you did last summer. Well, I did a lot of things last summer. What was it, the snorkeling? Was it the running through the sprinklers naked? Or was it the murder? Okay, right, do you guys remember Transformers, Robots in Disguise? It was a film, Robots in Disguise, that's what they sell it as. So, you know, I found out about some Robots in Disguise that weren't in the film, so I thought I'd show them to you guys. So, we've got this one here, we've got... What is that, some kind of... Sure, that's a cowboy, right? That's a cowboy, isn't it? No, it's not. It's Johnny Five.
Ordinarily, we have Mr. Nick Helm does a spot every month, but unfortunately Mr. Nick Helm can't be here this evening, so instead we've got a Hollywood superstar to come and talk about his career.
It's a real fucking pleasure to be here. I'm Steven Seagal. I guess I should start off with some jokes. What do you do if you're an aging screen sex symbol whose cinematic career is dried up? I wouldn't know because I'm an ever-youthful country and western star. A lot of my movies have an ecological or a social message to them, so in many ways I'm the Jane Fonda of kicking. I say there's nothing that you can do with a high kick that you can't do with a low kick. A high kick in the face. A low kick in the shin, in the knee, in the thigh, in the groin, in the stomach, in the chest, in the shoulder, in the face. Nothing you can't do with a low kick that you can't do with a high kick, and vice versa.
What's your name? What do you do? Who are you? What's going on?
Dora. I work for JP Morgan.
You work for JP Morgan?
Yeah.
Is that a rum? Hey, see? I misunderstood on purpose for comedic purposes. Come on. It's just how it works. It's easy. Anyone could do this. Yeah, so I could be on Mock the Week. Yeah. I could do it. It'd be good. It'd be good. Now then, you say you work for JP Morgan. Well, I don't know about you. That sounds like a rum job to me.
So tell me, Cameron, what on earth, just tell me because I want to know, what on earth could make you think that we would want to share a flat like this with someone like you? My first impression, and they're rarely wrong, Cameron, is that you have none of the qualities that we would normally seek in a prospective flatmate. I'm talking here about things like presence, charisma, style and charm, and I don't think we're being unreasonable. Take David here, for instance. A chartered accountant he may be, but at least he tries hard. The point is, I don't even think you're trying. And Cameron, I mean this. Good luck. Look, this is a one-on-one business. Every time you get to know people, bad things happen. If it'll make you feel any better, this is my last job. So what do you say we put our guns away and forget the whole damn thing?
Fuck you, no scabs! From now on, everything's regulated.
No deal.
Fine. Fine. We're not going to let you do your job because we're going to do it. And then after doing your job, we're going to do another little job.
Is that right?
Yeah, after I shoot you through the fucking forehead, I'm going to fuck you in the bullet hole!
Sorry, Rich, I didn't know your mum was coming.
I don't think you're going to find it in there.
Alan, if Gorgon is not in this window, is it in this one?
There's nothing in the windows. There's some stuff outside them.
What stuff?
You know, outside. Trees, power pole, Christie's house.
And beyond that?
The mall.
And beyond that?
The highway.
And beyond that?
About 1 million acres of farm.
And what's beyond that?
I don't know.
Gorgon.
I don't think I'm going to make it, sir.
No, don't talk like that, son. We're going to get you fixed up.
It has been the greatest honour to serve with you. Living by your example all these years has had meaning. I have been blessed, sir.
Don't speak. Don't speak, Quelly.
You'll forgive my impertinence, sir. But even though we had never before met, I'd always considered you as a father to me.
Quellic, by Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, you shall be avenged.
Gentlemen, turn to page 21 of the introduction. Mr. Cameron, read aloud the excellent essay by Dr. Pritchard on understanding poetry.
That page was ripped out, sir.
Well, borrow somebody else's book.
They're all ripped out, sir.
What do you mean they're all ripped out?
Sir, we...
Never mind. Read.
Understanding Poetry by Dr. J. Evans Richard, PhD.
Made everybody sign it.
Quiet, Mr. Anderson.
You gotta believe me, it's true.
I do believe you, Tom.
Leave, Mr. Keating.
It wasn't his fault.
Sit down, Mr. Anderson. One more outburst from you and anyone else and you're out of this school. Leave, Mr. Keating. I said leave, Mr. Keating. Leave. Leave.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.